Hi there, in these comments or for a student, I'm just going to say H, your initials, and you completed a free TOEFL speaking evaluation and you want me to listen to the practice test. Now, you can do this one time, right? I have a business here, but I am going to give you a score from 0 to 30 points. And if you have any more questions, you can go over to my website at onlinetoeflcourse.com. All right, so let's get started. So the first step is I have the speaking rubrics here, and you're talking about whether you like studying in a group or do you like studying alone, which is better. Give reasons and examples to support your opinion. That's what we're listening to right now. All right, here we
To
go.
me, I think starting a group is a wise option because, like, when you're starting a group with people who have different level of knowledge, you get that chance of interchanging ideas, and you get to understand the topic more like you get to understand the topic fairly good than when you're studying alone. The other thing is, like, also when you're studying in a group, you get not just to know to focus on one resource, but also people focus on different resources from different parts, and through this way you get to combine ideas and to reach at a point where you get the final conclusion of your. To me, I think studying a group.
Yeah, let's take a look. I've heard your response 1,000 times. There's nothing about it that's unique. It's not very personal, and you have zero specific examples to support your generalizations. Wow. So, what does that mean? That means a TOEFL is going to crush you. The IBT human raters are going to crush you. The speech raters not going to like your lack of sentence variety, your limited word choice, vocabulary, and so on. So I don't think you're going to get a great score here. I'm going to put you at 2.5 to 3. I'm going to say 18 to 19 points out of 30. And I'm always a little tougher. I'm tougher than the TOEFL exam itself, but I don't see you as getting a very high score here. Okay, so I think your speech is intelligible. You could probably work on your intonation and your pacing a little bit. You have limited range and control with grammar and vocabulary, and you really just express mostly basic ideas, as it says here. Mostly basic ideas are expressed with limited elaboration. So I'm going to say 18 to 19 points out of 30. Let's listen to it one more time.
Is a wise option. To me, I think studying a group.
So you don't have to say for me. Just say studying a group is better because I can get higher scores on my test and it is faster. If you want to make those two
Is a
arguments,
wise option because, like, when you're starting a.
it's a wise option. What does that mean? So, in the beginning, something that can help you is try to be a little more specific by stating your reasons. If you state reasons in the beginning and say studying in a group is more efficient and it helps me to get higher scores, right? If you say those things right away, then you're more likely to elaborate on those ideas. You're going to give an example to illustrate both of those ideas.
Group with people who have different level of knowledge, you have to.
See, you went from what you think I to you. So this is language use. I would not use the you point of view anywhere on the TOEFL exam. I wouldn't use it in the speaking or the writing section. So for independent speaking and independent writing, the best points of view are the first and the third person points of view. That means the I, me, the my, or the he, she, it, maybe they or them. Those are probably your best points of view there.
You get that chance.
See, if you use the you point of view, you're less likely to elaborate because you're just kind of talking to your audience in a very general and personal manner. So that's another problem with the you point of view. It kind of prevents you from being able to elaborate on those specific ideas.
Of interchanging ideas, and you get to understand the topic more like you get to understand the topic fairly good than when you're studying alone.
What if you said, well, for example, when I'm studying in my chemistry class and I'm trying to understand how to balance an equation, when I get stuck, if I'm in a group, I can ask somebody. I can say, hey, how did you do this exercise or this problem? How did you do that? So if you give an example, something specific, it's really effective in helping to illustrate your ideas.
The other thing is like also when you're studying in.
No, another other thing. No, just say studying in a group is also beneficial because. So when you move to your second reason, you need to tie that back to the speaking prompt so the organization of your ideas is clear.
A group, you get not just to know to focus on one resource, but also people focus on different resources from different parts, and through this way you get to combine ideas and to reach at a point where you get the final conclusion of your.
Yeah, and you didn't even really finish the idea there. So yeah, I think that my score is pretty accurate. I'm going to say 18 to 19 points out of 30. So you need to do something different, right? So you need much better unity. You need a better organization. You need more specific details in there to really help explain and support the argument you're trying to make. The way that you explain this, I'm not convinced in any way that studying in group is better than studying alone. You haven't really given me any good reasons to convince me. Right? So delivery's not that great. You really need to speak faster. You need to vary your tone more, and you need to improve your pacing. And I think with your language use, you need to improve both your grammar and your vocabulary there. All right. Thank you for doing the speaking practice test. And for more information, you can go over to my TOEFL blog at bettertoeflscores.com. I have a lot of free lessons over there. Check them out. Now, if you want to learn more about my services that I offer to help you, go over to onlinetoeflcourse.com. Now, I think for you, I want you to go to the tab that says Choose Your Course Plan. It says Course Plans. And then if you go there, you can find the course plan that you think best fits your needs. And remember that most of my courses, they are almost free. Your payment gives me really no profits whatsoever. It just helps me pay for the operating costs of my site and to pay for the time I'm spending, but I'm not really making any money. For example, my online TOEFL course, my 1-month course, is only $45 a month. And then you can send me speaking and writing practice every day. How much money am I getting from that? Zero, right? All right, everybody at YouTube, can you guys do me a favor? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and post this video somewhere in social media. A lot of people are like this student. They're making exactly the same mistakes over and over and over, and that's why they have to take the TOEFL exam so many times. If they understand the importance of elaboration, and they might understand it by watching this video, it can help them prevent having to repeat the TOEFL exam too many times. All right, thanks everybody, and have a great day.